Alicia favors Lita a lot. There, look at her. Doesn't that look like Alicia?
Yeah.
Age 7. Old. Hello? (1967), 6 years old. And Colette. Is that you, Colette?
Mother's birthday, I guess. I think we had a slide of it, and where the baby is Sam.
Oh, it is. Sam and Kathy and Helen and Fred and Ernie. It's Colette and Sam. That's my favorite picture of you. February 4th, 1968. Elna Miller holding Shelley Ann Mahan, Sam.
Yeah.
Colette.
Yeah, it must have been first day of school.
First day of school. See how close we can get, but I think these are clearer than the slides. Tell you the truth. Oh, good. I think we can get these to come in clearer. Yeah, see how clear that is, Colette? Look at that close-up of you. See if we can lighten him up a little bit here. Bella Miller.
We're just going to walk down.
Miller. Penny and Granddad. So Bella Miller. 7th birthday. No. 6th birthday. Okay, on Colette's 11th birthday party. And Sam has the bottle. Her 11th birthday. Sure how old she is, it doesn't say. Let's see if we can get a close-up of those candles. Oh, Colette, you look so pretty there.
It's me then.
Look at you. I don't remember ever seeing this picture, do you?
Yeah.
Sam that she's holding?
Yeah.
Margaret and Sam. It's house in Woodward in 1968. Everybody looks so happy.
It's my birthday. And it was Easter too, and my birthday.
Oh, really? Now you're holding who? Sam?
Sam, yeah.
And
I was
then
at Margaret's
there's
house.
Colette and Regina and Stephen and Lita and Twyla and Stephanie, and on the end it looks like Stanley.
Yeah.
Look at Stephen. The expression on his face. Look at the expression on your face.
She's getting heavy. All those
And that's
boat
Sam.
pictures.
April 14th, 1968. Okay.
See, I wanted to put that on.
And
We had everything else. We'll have to add one of those.
February 14th, 1968. And that's still Sam. It's February 7th, 1968. Good. Sailing his boat. This is the boat he made, right?
No.
No, he didn't make that one.
The boat he made.
Person, right? That's Grandma's mother?
Yeah.
And that's Stanley on the end, then Stephen, and Twyla, and Granny, and Lita on the very end.
Now he worked on all his boats in the fixed them up. Let me see if I can find the one he made. The one he made fit in the back of the station wagon.
Oh, really?
That's why he made it, to fit in the back.
Elna Miller. With Granny Anderson. And Helen. There is Colette up at the left, up at the top, and then I guess that's Stephen. We don't know who that little boy is, and then Lita,
What little one?
the one that we had a slide.
I'm thinking that's one of
There's
Connie
Lita,
Isabel's kids, maybe. One of Sterling's
and
nephews or
Grandma,
something.
and then Colette. Regina, and there's Twyla, and there's Stanley. That was November 14th, 1968. And in 1968, look at her legs.
And here's the boat that he made.
The boat that Granddaddy made.
Yeah, but Scoot, not the one he's sitting on. The other one.
Oh, the one Granddad's sitting on.
No.
Oh, Granddad made this other one that somebody else is in?
Yeah. It's kind of, see how it's kind of squared off?
Yeah.
It's red and white too, but it's kind of got a square look to it.
And there's Granddad, and we don't know who that other person is.
I think that's the one. It's not a very good picture of it. Lots of the kids.
This is Twyla. Down. I love Twyla's hair here. It's just beautiful in this picture. There's a glare in here. There's Regina.
Yeah. Regina would just give Grandma her picture and hide the rest usually. She never liked her pictures.
There she looks like Marcus.
Yeah, she does in that one.
Just holding, I think that's little Billy, but I might be wrong. It didn't say.
I think we got it on the slides.
And if you can barely see, but Daddy Smitty is right behind them. Looks like Aunt Che, probably in Ashley's baptism, and then Sam and Ronnie look like they're the godparents. I don't know who the other kids are, do you?
I think it might be Tammy Russell with her arm around her, maybe. I don't know.
If Amber was here, she could have told us.
She had to go get a Coke.
Billy. And Billy Mike, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it is, because I can tell by Mama. See if we can get a close-up of Billy without getting too out of focus. I don't know if I can get a close-up of Mama. That's Mama, I can tell by her smile. In 1968, 10 years old, and she looks like she's had one too many pictures. It looks like you're sick of taking pictures, doesn't it? Like, will you please hurry? April 18th, 1968.
It was a long day on a party in the egg hunt. Plus we weren't at home, we had to travel to Woodward.
Start naming.
Oh goodness, I'm not sure. It's the twins and Elna Miller's in the long black coat.
You don't know who's over on the left?
I think that may be Lee Strader.
Looks like it's probably a picture, isn't it?
It's a big cutout nativity scene, wood nativity scene. It used to be in the park. And the museum's using it again. They found it.
Jeez.
I think Nadine's in the shirt and Rehelm's
Probably the
dressed up
plaid.
this time.
I always heard Mama always dressed like that. And Margaret at Abilene. Sick of it, sorry. Says Granddad. And it's going to be on every tape.
Give you one of the big pictures. I'm sure there's some big pictures of it somewhere.
This is my favorite picture of Granddad. Climbing up those stairs.
Mobile TV.
His wife Leela. I didn't take it last time. In 1906. Jeez.
Tell people.
Looks like anybody we know.
They probably knew everybody, but I don't recognize them.
Okay. Yeah, this is when she's married, because look, she's got her ring on. This is Smitty and Nadine. She's showing off that ring. Alright, well you can have the negative, or else I'll have the negative.
Well, I mean, if
and
you
get
have
copies.
the negative, take the negative, because if you want copies for everybody,
Yeah,
you won't have to
true.
pay for the negative.
I was trying to see if I could brighten this up.
In fact, I'm going to put those, I'm going to try to take out a theme, a page. Is that a good way to keep them?
Yeah. I was going to see if I could brighten this up.
And that's what we should do, is put our negatives behind the picture. But them disc negatives, you can't see. They're so
That's
tight,
clear.
you can't see them with your eyes.
That's
Oh, here's a
Smitty
real good one of Margaret.
and Nadine's wedding day.
Well, so here's the good one of Margaret with the negative. And here's Mr. Barnett's tombstone. We will put that on some
And
other
that's
tape.
Smitty and Nadine, and I guess that's me and Billy Mike
I think so.
up at the top. Smitty was a game warden. There's Smitty holding Billy Mike, and Uncle Roy holding me, and there's Mama. Let's see if I can get a close-up of Mama. Look how pretty that came out. She got some pretty teeth. Smitty and Nadine. I've never seen this one before either.
I think they mailed these to Mom and Dad, so if they took forwards, it probably was their only copy, probably.
It's hard to tell.
It was in a stack with mostly maybe.
Yeah. Is that Mama?
Yeah.
Looks like her. Sal.
Straightened up.
You know what I like about this camera too is because you can get such a close-up shot and then focus it in on these pictures. Look how clear that is. I mean, you can see her so much better than even a picture. You know? Okay, explain this thing. This is Mama, isn't it? I heard, remember something.
Money at Marble Falls.
See, that was Robin before
I guess
she had
that's
braces.
Eileen's dress shop float or some float. I don't know. Anyway, she was in the parade and they
Can't really
like
stand
playing
up,
money
did they?
all over it. Maybe it's not for Eileen's store.
Her dentist took a before and after shot of it.
Bill. But she has a funny expression. Look at that expression. Colette.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I have too. I can see Bill on the right, but who's the rest of these people in here? Out in the back of the little, what is that, canoe or kayak?
That little, what do they call them? I think they call it flatfish, but it's like a styrofoam boat's what it looked like. But
Yeah.
it wasn't, I guess. Fiberglass, maybe.
I was trying to see how close up I could get and clear. I could get Granddad.
Mom used to live in Woodruff.
Rule runs before leaving for the Army. 11/13 of 42.
So he worked for him before he went to the Army. He worked for Hemphill County News. Then he worked on a paper in Nebraska. Holdridge, Nebraska, I think it was.
Oh, wow. The money tree, and this is as clear as I think it's going to get because the actual picture is real blurry. And there's another girl in there, but we don't know her, so we don't care who she is.
Oh, Uncle Roy.
Pilar. But the ones on the right is Mom and Alonzo. Nadine and Alonzo.
Skinny she was. She always was skinny.
Uh-huh. 1987, and that is Kathy Doopey's daughter. And she's in the 4th grade. Amber.
I think that looks like Brittany. Everybody else looks like she don't look nothing like you.
Oh, I think she does. I think you look like her. And Amber is 3.5 months. Colette and Lori. What year is this? What year were these taken? Colette, wait, come here. Okay, that's Jacob, Eddie Jean's kids. Jacob on the left, Will is on the right, and the little one in the middle is Dallas Wade. $19.94, and this is Amber's little girl. Brittany Star Canada.
And she's 3 months old.
And she's 3 months old, and look at them eyes. And this is Kathy Doopey's other daughter. So I'll put both of them side by side so you can see the two of them. Casey and Mariah. Mariah's on the left and Casey's on the right. Again, I think that's Jacob, Eddie's oldest little boy. Daughter Danielle. Danielle Nadine is her name. May 8th, 1988. And this is Sam's baby when he was 6 months old, and this was his first Christmas in 1989. Her cow days. She was 11 years old from 1987 to 88. Oops. Look, I moved my camera. There we go.
Oh, we had 3 chins.
In 6th grade. And boy, you should see her now. You do, you have a double chin.
I still do, but not that.
It's Johnny Burton, 3 years old, 1987, Christmas time. And this is Kathy Doopey's youngest child. Is he not beautiful?
He is.
Billy Mike's oldest child. And it says Billy Joe Purcell, and it came with the 1987 Christmas card. Okay, this is Amber and Lori and Eddie's little boy, Jacob Edward. And that looks like Marcus and Lori and Juan. And who is Kathy Doopey's daughter. And her name is Mariah Diane, and she's 11 years old and in the 6th grade. Stanley. Monsignor Stanley. We're going to start out with Grandma, who's on the right, and then there's Rosie, and then Mary Helen, and then Margaret, and then Nadine, and then Colette, and then Granddad was on the end, but he got cut off. These are Bill Purcell's Army pictures.
Met your bed.
Uh-huh. Rosie. And I don't know who the friend is on the left. And,
It's twin.
and then there's Mama and Mary Helen. And Dad. It looks like maybe Stephanie up down in the corner, and then maybe Regina with the black hair. Boat. Taken in 1964 and 1965. 5. Dad sitting at the end of the dock. See if I can get him in there close. It sure is. I didn't even see how good once it got it zoomed in on it. You can't even see it in the picture.
Wow.
Great. Can't tell who that is. It's Amber.
And the other of the boys, Joel.
And there's Joel, which is Aunt Eileen's nephew. Then there's Casey and Mariah, Kathy Doopy's kids. And there's the sailboat. Wait a minute. Looks like Granddad. These are of the sailboat.
That's me, the ones I did so fast. Then Colette watched it and said, oh, we were doing this.
I just count to 5. I guess that's as clear as that one's going to come in. And that's Lori and Amber with Santa Claus. It doesn't say how old she was. I'm sure you weren't even a year old here.
And then I had to prop me up with pillows.
Oh, I have tons of shad, but I need to get all those. You can sneak out Granddad in there or anything, but I don't think you can. Granddad.
That big one in.
Pictures of Granddad, it looks like, in his little sailboats. That's as close up as I can get, and I don't think I can get it in any clearer. Picture books are going to be here, so but we have to divide up on tape. It's Granddad.
Oh, I still have to do all these or what? I'm looking. I know, you know. Look at that. That's money taped all over that whole entire car. Whose car? I don't know, but I'd like to have it.
Let me see. Is it the one Mom's sitting in?
Yep.
Let me see that one. Nadine, down in Marble Falls when she was in the money parade. See, even her dress was made of money. See that?
Yeah. Here's your mom and Smitty.
There's Nadine and Smitty and Billy Mike. Look how cute Billy Mike was.
What happened to you?
Nadine, Mary Helen. Left, Margaret in the middle, and Nadine on the right.
And here's a picture of
Nadine and Bill, and the little girl is Kay.
and Kay
Is Jean's daughter.
and here's her mom. And I looked in the real picture, really cute.
I know, because you can't see them in
They
color.
got polka dots on
And
them.
Smitty and Billy Mike and Cherry Gale. Rosie down below, and Nadine and Mary Helen, and I don't know who that little girl is. And the twins, Nadine and Mary Helen, at the lake. And
Bathing suit.
oh gosh, who else besides Granddad's in this boat? And I can't tell. It's hard to tell. That I think is Grandma.
It's the grandma and Rosie.
That is to me too. Colette'll know. We'll come back to this one. Stephanie there.
Doesn't she?
There's Rosemarie on the right and the twins on the left. And Nadine. Looks like Anche. Dad.
Just made
Is that Rosie or Stephanie? This is going easier, guys. I don't have to keep clicking off the VCR on and off. Because there's thousands of these boat pictures.
There's somebody's baptism. With your mom.
Oh,
Yes. Remember how to do that?
let me get a picture of that.
Let's right beside her.
Oh. Let me see. It's not Henry Ramirez. It must be Eddie's baptism because That's not my godparents, and that's not Billy's godparents, so it must be Eddie's godparents.
Look like your dad was glaring at somebody.
I know. It's Granddad.
This looks just like Aunt Shay, but I can't tell if it's your mom.
It's my mom.
It looks
I
like
can
Aunt
tell by
Shay.
her smile, doesn't it? Does, just like Aunt Shay. But that's my mom. That's not Mary Helen. You can tell by the front teeth. Mary Helen's teeth are bigger than my mom's. My mom's two front teeth kind of stick out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, Mary Helen's don't. It's my mom and somebody else. I don't know who's with my mom. But that's Nadine.
Must be one of her high school boys.
Could have been. This one is Granddad and his left.
Oh, how sweet. Look at that. They look so mischievous. They're like...
And there's Nadine and Mary Helen. Oh, I love this picture. That is so
That one right there
good.
looks like Camellia a little bit.
It does.
Wasn't Annaline beautiful when she was in there? Look at this. I never believed that was Annaline.
Oh, let me have that.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is real good. Oh, that is beautiful. That's Annaline. Go take this in and show this to Colette while she's on the phone with Annaline.
Okay.
Real quick.
And there's Linda. Linda was pretty too. Look at that.
Get this close up. I don't know who that is, but they're at the ocean. Oh yeah, I love this picture of Linda. These are the ones that we were wanting. This is how I remember Linda growing up.
She was so pretty.
That's a good picture of Linda.
There's your mom, Rosie. There's your mom.
Oh,
We're getting our extras reaching back and forth, aren't we?
really? See, my mom's on the right, I believe, and Mary Helen's on the left. And that's Rosie and Margaret down below. Look at Margaret. She looks just like right there she does. Megan, that's who I was trying to think of.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a cute picture. I think that's your mom. It doesn't say.
Does it say? Yep, my mom. If you ever see anybody in jeans and a flannel shirt, it was my mom. She's the only one that would wear it. Mary Helen always wore dresses. She was. I think that's one that may be Margaret, but the twins were too. Mom and Mary Helen were when they were real young. It's Granddad. Can't believe how many boat pictures there are.
I know.
And there probably still won't be enough to satisfy
I know.
everybody.
Demanding needs, I think. Or demanding wants.
Mm-hmm. This is Granddad. She needs to confront me on it.
Sam's just
Doesn't matter. They can do what they want. I'm still getting what I want. And we still got ripped off. Because I guarantee if Nadine was here, she would have had a lot more stuff. But I doubt it. They would have tried to.
Here's a good picture of your mom and Mary Helen. I love the dresses they have on.
Let's see if I can focus this of Granddad. And see, I believe Nadine is on the left and Mary Helen's on the right. See the teeth sticking out? This is a good picture of her. This is Nadine, my mom. In 1967. You can't tell who was with Granddad. And this is in front of the shop. And you really can't tell much who everybody is. It's as clear as I can get it. That looks like Margaret and Billy. But I can't tell for sure. I can't really tell who's in that picture. Can you tell? That's as clear as it can come in.
It's Ophelia, Billy, Margaret, and Colette.
That's what I thought. That's what I said too.
Back when Billy looked silly. Silly Billy.
I've just been doing nothing but the boating pictures, so I
Oh
haven't
my
really been
gosh.
talking, because that's all that's in here.
Now most of them are Ophelia.
Do you know who's in here with Othello?
I don't know for sure who's
You
in
can't
here.
really see, can you? Or see if you can
Hot
see
in
it.
here.
It is hot in here.
I can't tell.
If you see anybody you recognize, just holler. I'm leaving them on for about 5 seconds because it's all boating pictures.
I'm pretty sure they're all Ophelia.
Yeah, they are. So that
Yeah, these
sometimes
two.
there was somebody.
I think that's Bill,
Oh, okay.
and I think this is either Othello and Bill or
Can
Othello
you
and
tell?
Sterling on that one. That one I don't know. That one with that X on the still is Bill.
Okay.
So this may be too. That's, see how pretty she was?
She was beautiful.
Today was their anniversary.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it. 48 years they've been married. On Margaret's birthday.
Oh, my God.
So we should have known when their anniversary was. But he can't remember his grandparents.
He can't? And Colette thinks this is Bill and Othello.
Or it might be Sterling. But that is for sure Bill right there.
This one's for sure Bill.
Well, I don't know.
Elna on the right?
Yeah.
That's what we thought. Okay. Who do you think this is?
Nadine on her helmet.
I thought it looked like Mama.
Isn't that helpful?
Well, I thought it looked like Mama's smile.
Yeah, might be.
This one, I thought, I couldn't tell. I thought it looked more like Mary Helen than
Yeah,
Nadine.
I think it's Mary
And
Helen.
then these, I don't know who these people are.
Okay.
Tell me about this story.
That's Robert Wadlow, the tallest man in the world when he came to Canadian. And his picture, his picture's in the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum.
Okay, here is he next. This is the same man then.
One of these has his autograph on the back. I think that one. We
Yeah,
got
it
some
does.
more. This doesn't say who the other man is, but we
Uh-huh.
have some with people in Canadian, so you can see how tall he was to them.
And this is all the tallest man then. How interesting.
And we just saw his picture in the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum.
Is he still alive?
No, but his picture's in there because he was the tallest man in the world. I guess nobody's been tallest.
An old picture, huh? Okay, I bet you know who this is.
I'm guessing it might be Peter, our dog. But he looked different by the time I was born. He was an old dog.
That Mary Helen?
I don't know.
It looks like Mary Helen's teeth compared to Mama's teeth. Mama's got that gap. And I didn't know who this was.
It doesn't say. Let me
Uh-uh.
see the picture without them. I
We think.
It's a double.
And we think this is Marcus.
It's hard to tell. Could be Nathan.
Nathan or Marcus? Are these...
That's Nathan.
And this is Nathan, who is Stephanie's
Yeah.
little boy. He's adorable.
You should see his godmother. She's a knockout.
Really? Must be Colette. This is Danielle, at 18 months old, Billy Mike's daughter. Who is Casey Nokomis?
That's Kathy. Yeah.
This is Casey.
Casey Burton.
Casey Burton. And
Johnny.
who's that? Oh, that's
Their little brother, Johnny Burton. And who is that? Brandon, I think. There
Brandon.
should have been a picture of Mariah in there somewhere. But
I got some of
Oh.
Mariah. Who's this?
that, remember Terry Wells, our paper boy?
Uh-huh.
That's his little sister.
Oh, she's pretty.
What's her name? I can't remember.
It says Melanie Wells.
Yeah.
Okay, who's that?
I'm not sure. And that, I should definitely know. I'm wondering if it's Lori with the coat on.
Oh, it kind
It
of
was it's a picture that was in the newspaper in the Canadian Record, and we went and got it.
Okay, who's in here that we know that was in, you guys must have been
I
another
think
newspaper.
that's Travis there by on the right of that board. They're having that was in the paper too.
Oh yeah, there he is. There's
with
Travis.
a derby thing,
Yeah, for Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And this is Juan and his brother. Yeah. One on the left and his brother on the right.
I don't know how they didn't got them mixed up yet.
There's
One time one of the
Calvin.
kids says, "Do you think there's a picture of Granddad in his boat?" Like, I think there is a few.
It's like a
That's when we
town.
used to go camping.
Oh, this looks like Mama.
Yeah, that looks like one of her kids throwing a fit. But it could
Must
be
have
Mary
been
Ellen.
Billy. No, that's Mama. I can tell.
Yeah.
That's definitely my mom. I bet that's Billy Mike.
Probably. I wonder. We need to get this.
It is Billy Mack.
This is, you heard of Will Rogers, this is when Will Rogers came, and it tells who's with him.
Oh, wow. And this is just a really old picture. You can't really tell what that is or who's
house
in
in
it.
New Hampshire.
Oh, neat. It says something on the back. Okay, now, there's been 100 of these pictures, and I've put them all up here. But just for a second.
This must be when Dad did the school pictures and he took Margaret over. There's one looking mad. Happy.
How funny. There's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's the boat he made.
That's good of him.
I gotta start writing something.
I like it when he's looking right over here and you get it. Look at that one.
Yeah, that's it. Rule did say one.
What?
Our family was real rich in Germany. They even had a castle. They were real rich, and then because of Hitler and the war, they had to leave Germany. And they never could get their money from Germany. And, don't be surprised, Eileen said even she had letters from lawyers and stuff about that money after she was in the family.
Wow.
But Hitler, see, everybody left Germany because of Hitler in the war.
Well, really
The castle's still there. I don't know if anybody knows which one it is.
Granddad and Grandma's day, they were really wealthy for their time, considering.
Just to buy this much film, you'd have to be pretty rich.
But not only that, all the equipment they had in their house and cars. For back then, they were doing pretty good. I'm so scared I'm going to look over and thing's going to be off. Because I'll have turned it off and I have to turn it back on. Jeez, that's Mama. Look at her, how skinny she is.
But anyway, there was movie film, there was everything in that closet.
And
of course,
I'm
there
sure
was
when
tons
he
of slides
moved
somewhere.
to Texas, he took all that.
Surely he would
I
have.
can't
What
even.
else?
So that's why
He
I
went to a
say.
lot of trouble mounting them. They got to be somewhere.
So that's why I said Janet and Tootsie and all them probably have it, which we'll never see. That's why I thought, shoot.
Well, you just have to go visit them.
Yeah.
But you'll have that on a slide because
Yeah.
I'm sure he took a slide of it first.
Oh yeah, he had to have.
The rudder.
Now it's a big rudder for a little boat,
Yeah.
isn't it? I wish some of these were clearer, but even in these things they're real blurry. This one's a good one. There's about 100 of them that look just
They quit
alike.
taking movies by this time.
It was
There's
mostly
no movies
slides.
really of me.
Oh really? There's none of me either. Oh, this is, looks like Grandma. Let's see if we can zoom in on her.
That was just our second home out at Lake Mary.
I know it.
Maybe our first home.
I think you guys were probably there more because it was either the shop or here. So is Uncle Earl doing okay?
He's doing real good. He says he can walk. Sometimes he walks without his cane, but he usually uses his cane.
There's Granddad. Can you
So
see
that's
him?
pretty bad. He said he broke his hip on September 14th, I think he said, so it's only been 2 months.
Well, he is doing good then.
Good. Some people never recover.
Shannon's grandmother never recovered.
That's what happened to Mary B. Isaacs. It's not the big wild story the kids tell at school. She broke her hip and never recovered.
Oh.
Never fully recovered. She lived longer. That's what I heard. The kids have some story about Indians getting her. When she was... That happened. I think they're thinking of another teacher in another town.
Because that really happened to somebody?
Well, they didn't kill the woman. They just supposedly defended them from... They just looked... I think the Indians just looked in the window. I don't think they did anything. I don't think they hurt anybody. But the kids think her ghost is at this Canadian high school. That wasn't even Mary B. Isaac's school.
How funny.
But see those pictures of Nadine and Rihanna, those little ones were in Mary B. Isaac's school.
Uh-huh.
But that's been torn down.
That's a good granddaddy. Well, nobody better say they didn't get enough pictures of Granddad in the boat. Because there is tons. I love sailboats with their sails up. Some of these are a little too big. We can't take good shots in some of them. She's been doing this for a week, I know, because my arms already are killing and my back already. I haven't even been doing it a whole day yet. You recognize any of them, peoples?
I think that's Daddy. The tall one.
The tall one.
I recognize the cars. There's Lake Marvin.
These are 1953, so you weren't even born yet either.
Doesn't change much.
There's like 100 of them that look just alike all these. See, they're speeding out there. They must be drag racing.
I hope not on that thing.
Nah. I don't know who this woman is. See if we can get a...
I saw that picture. It's too dark.
Well, that's about as light as we're going to get it, I think.
I thought it might be rosy.
let us. I couldn't get it to show out. Whose house is that?
No idea.
Another drag racing picture. Some of these are kind of dark. This one's a little bit dark.
So that's our backyard. So that's just the boat again.
And Granddad. Did you see Granddad?
Yeah.
Guess he's fixing to take off.
And look at the snow.
Okay, who's that? That's Granddad. And
Margaret.
I don't know.
Well, I'm awfully little, so that's definitely not Sam.
There's a baby and a little girl.
But I still think it's Margaret. Don't know whose baby.
Maybe one of the twins, Rosie and Margaret baby.
No, Margaret's the teenager.
See what year, if it says 1962, so no, none of them.
Billy Mike, probably.
I bet, because that's when he was born. May of 62, so you're probably right.
There's a whole bunch of this picture of this motel.
I know.
Either buying this boat or selling it, something like that.
Well, I'm not going to make a copy of all of them because they're all identical. Here's another different view of it anyway. This is all there is to this picture. It looks like a half-dried up lake.
Yeah, it may be when they emptied the lake. Because they emptied it.
I don't know what this is. That's about the best view I can get. Even on the original, you can't tell what it is. Looks like a car sinking, or... He's got a motor on this one. See that?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen him with a motor on a boat.
That was just for desperate. You've been sitting out in the middle of the lake and the wind hasn't blowed you anywhere.
Yeah. There's motel pictures, but I like them because you can see Granddad. Okay. And this one.
Yeah, look inside the boat. That was right, I think.
Yeah. I think so too. And this is our last boat picture of this
stack. No, tell me how many more.
Right.
There's no way I'm moving them slides again.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I guess, who did I say was the oldest one?
Anita Lopez, when they first moved to Canadian. Mr. and Mrs. Billy Harris.
You got their heads cut off.
Oh, I do. There you go. She's our first grade teacher. He's a painter. Painted Othello in the Plain, Margaret, something of the shop.
The inside of the shop and the side of the shop. Remember that?
Oh, okay, the side of the shop. And
the
Canadian's nativity scene that the museum has. Okay, you want to say anything else about him, Colette?
No, I never knew him, but Margaret did, but she was my first grade teacher too. Oh, that is Kingman Street looking out from the shop, and I think that's when they're fixing to build the post office across the street.
Can you
that
tell?
Helen? I think that's Helen in Can't see the bottom. Elna sitting down, and I guess Rosemary.
And a dog.
Yeah, one of the Hemphill County News. I don't know if that's on Kingman probably.
1940. And then this looks like maybe in old Mexico or something. Is that possible?
Yeah, probably is.
2. And that must be the twins and what, Rosie?
Yeah.
What? Seeing one of the twins, I don't know who that boy is. About as clear as I can get him.
The lumber company.
And this doesn't have a date on it. It is Ethel Coffee.
Born the same time as Grandma, so maybe it was one of her friends. I don't know. Made a bunch of new changes in the fire safety. They used to put candles on the Christmas tree, and it caught fire at a school, and they're having a Christmas play or something, and a whole bunch of people died. Children and everything. Just a second, I think I've got a picture of something else that goes with that.
Okay.
Some of the graves from the...
They were all just lined up like that.
It says Bab Switch Frame Schoolhouse. This was in Oklahoma. 150 people were there. Let's see. It says... Panic resulted and the crowd stampeded for the door. The fire reached the ceiling, which was freshly painted. So 12 minutes after the fire started, the building collapsed. But it says, out of that disaster came many improvements. The fire had underlined the need for fire safety precautions in all places of assembly. It was a grim notice that special precautions are needed during the Christmas season if Bab Switch never is to happen again. Real progress will be made in safeguarding life and protecting property, says the National Board of Fire Underwriters, if precautions are taken to minimize the danger of fire and to provide for safety in case fire occurs. They didn't have all those laws they have now.
Grandma and Granddad on August 20th, 1941 on their 10th wedding anniversary. Is that with Uncle Roll? Is that Rosie?
Rose.
It's Rosemary. And all these pictures were taken on August 20th, 1941 on Elna Miller and Elna Miller's 10th wedding anniversary. And here's another one. And that's looks like, is that Grandma and Rosie?
Yeah.
That's Elna and Rosemary. And that's Rosemary. So Bella and Elna and Rosemary.
I think they lived in the back of the shop at that time.
Really?
Sometime or other they did. And let me get closer. Grandma, I think the first one is Elna's father. First or second one. No, the first one's a friend. The second one's Elna's dad.
Let me see if I can zoom in and see how clear I can get these guys. Okay, that's as clear.
He's a friend. Then I think the next one is Grandpa Anderson, Florence's husband. There's Florence and Elna's behind her. Helen's holding Rosemarie. That must be some friends there. And there's Rule and his mother, Mary. So a fella must have took the picture.
Do we?
It does look like that, but it's not. That's back in the 40s how the shop looked, I guess. They had a roll top desk, but they don't have that anymore. That's photography equipment. Your dad, Smitty may have bought that. He bought some of photography stuff.
Okay, so that's the shop. It's Lita and Philip and Alicia. That's a good picture of Lita. Oh. There's Colette and Lon and Lori.
Yeah, that was when she was baptized. I made her gown.
Oh, you did? Okay, tell me who this is.
Oh, that's me, I think. Colette.
Oh. Okay. Who's this?
That's Carrie's parents. Aubrey and Esther Bentley.
These must have been for our book.
Yeah, I think they were.
Because they're all in black and white. Oh. That's Regina and
Greg
Marcus.
and Marcus.
Okay, who's that?
That's Othello's mother, Mary.
Oh, this is a good picture of Annalene and her girl. Look how pretty Annalene is. It's Eileen Parker Miller. And Rule Miller.
Lori telephone. I think they called her Billy when she was a teenager, Billy Parker.
Really?
I think, or maybe.
Oh. And this is Twyla and Tim Cradaville.
I don't know.
And there is Camellia. Looks just like Twyla did.
These are all in the Hemphill County history book.
Yeah.
If it hangs up, she'll call you back when she finds the phone.
And that's Mary Helen and Sterling.
Y'all have the cord listening?
No, we don't.
Did y'all hang up?
Yeah, I told her you'd call her back. It's Danielle.
And there's Eddie and Jeannie. There's Jeannie and Eddie Jean's wedding picture. Aww. Then here's Nancy and Billy's wedding picture. Billy, Mike, and Nancy. Old Hemphill County News. And these are hard to tell. Okay, this is ready. It says and this is as clear as we're going to get it, but it says that this is Connie Isabel Scarborough, Grider Scarborough, Mary Scarborough, Marie Scarborough, Sterling Scarborough, what does it says, goes on Sterling Scarborough's memorial page.
Okay, that's Sterling's parents in the middle, and his sister Connie, and Sterling on the end of the t-shirt.
Cool. Okay, and this is Frank Henwood, Alonzo Hand, and Sterling Scarborough.
Sterling's the tallest one there in the plaid shirt, I guess it is, or something.
There's Nancy and Billy. Purcell. And there's Linda. And there's the old print shop.
Yeah, I think that's on Main Street. That should be a book.
And there is Sterling Scarborough. Oh. And this is Elna, and it says, to Othello, love Elna. That is a beautiful picture of her, isn't it?
Let's see if you can get the words on it. Somebody just drew and took one of those home. I don't remember who got it.
To Othello with love, Elna. Can you read that? Get to read it. You don't know who got it? What, a big picture of it?
Fairly big, not real big.
And this is who?
Oh, that's Bert and Mary Miller, fell on Earl's parents.
Ouch.
We saw that before.
And that is Sterling Slick Scarborough. And that's Chad Fowler, along with Sherry Purcell, Michael Fowler, and their dad, Shannon Fowler. Who is this?
I don't know.
It says 18, ages 21. It says Margaret and Billy. There's no way that's Margaret and
Billy.
Billy.
Billy, but it might be Margaret's friend.
It says Margaret and Billy.
It's not either one of them. But I think that might be Margaret's friend, but I can't think of her name.
It says to return to Rosemary on the back. Don't make sense here.
It's not.
You look at that one.
Okay. I know who it is. Throckmorton. You left off the word.
Oh.
It's Margaret and Bill Throckmorton.
Oh. Bill and Bob Throckmorton.
Throckmorton.
Okay.
And Carey over here on the side. Yeah, that was Margaret and Billy Throckmorton. They have relatives the same name.
Oh, okay.
And Margaret Throckmorton was 18.
Here's another Willis and
So give those to her.
something Throckmorton.
Yeah, Laverne and Willis. That's Carey's sister, Laverne.
And there's another one of, well, that's the only one, Nadine and Bill. That's their original picture, isn't it? Wedding picture. Here's my favorite picture. Sorry guys, but I just love this picture. Oh, here's a good one of Grandma.
really good one.
I love this picture.
The newspaper people, this was in the Hillsborough County book, but her face is real light in the book. It doesn't show up.
Well, do something with the...
Now that was one of
I
Grandma's
love
favorite
this.
pictures.
Me too. I love this picture of Granddad. There's another good picture of Granddad. Look at that one. These are all good. Look at this one coming up. Like the one of Grandma. Isn't that good?
Just how we look all the time. We're working.
Oh, this one Rule and Eileen alike. This is Billy D. and Minnie Mae Parker holding Linda Miller.
Now, who is it?
It
That's
says,
her dad, I know.
yeah, it says
So that's her
in Minnie
mom.
Mae,
Okay, her mom and dad.
and then
I didn't
here's
know her
Grandma.
mom.
And I...
Do you like this picture?
Yes, but I like this one better. Ready?
Oh.
This is a good picture, Grandma. I have this one. This is a great picture of my dad. I don't have one of these either.
Bill Purcell.
Bill
So
Purcell.
I guess that's in that book too, huh? Last week. So.
Okay, did you hear that, Mary
I
Helen?
hope she said she'd hang it on her wall and then Mary Helen would take it when she got there. She'd say it's yours. So,
Oh, he's so cute. Look how
Yeah.
beautiful
that's
he
the actual
is.
picture Granddad had on his desk there.
Oh,
So
this
keep it in that frame. I think Billy Mike was the only one. See, I didn't even know he went to school in Marble Falls.
Yeah, he did. That's how I chipped my tooth. Don't you remember me chipping my front tooth?
I remember you got a false tooth. but
That's
didn't
because
remember
I
what happened.
rode Billy Mike's bike to school to meet him after school.
Oh.
Then her first husband's wedding, and Colette was in charge of registering the gifts.
The
A
gift.
girl,
Jimmy Awalt.
Jimmy.
I think. What is his name?
They're still friends. They still talk to each other and everything. There's Linda. And that's a wig that she's got on. That's why her hair is
Yes,
so
that's Mom
white.
behind us. It was kind of a silver color wig.
Yeah.
And Stephanie had one just like it. It was a different color.
Oh, look at a big airplane.
Who's going where?
It must have been when airplanes first were invented.
Okay, found out who that other guy is.
Okay, tell me who these two are. That's Margaret down below. Is that
I
you?
think that might be me in somebody else's wig.
But that's Margaret down
Yeah.
below, right?
Yeah. Everybody had a wig that year.
No. Look at them skinny little legs.
Yeah.
Look at this picture. That's the picture.
No, who took that? I hope the kid could see afterwards.
I know.
A kid probably took that by accident.
That's funny.
Well,
Did you
got a
want to...
close up on that stuff. I think that's Mary Helen's statue she still has.
Oh, really? See if we can get a close up
Over
of it.
on the right.
I don't know if I can get it.
If it
That's
has,
as clear as I
I think
can
she still
get it.
had that when she was moving.
Huh. Oh, that's Mama in there. Look.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
So where's she going?
I don't know, on an airplane. That's as clear as it'll come in. Don't forget to drag about Amarillo.
So she's leaving.
Amarillo.
Maybe she's flying back to Dallas or something. Maybe she.
I don't know, but I
Under
can
it.
see her. Can you see her?
Yeah. See her, but I don't remember what she was doing getting on the airplane.
I was going to look and see if we could focus in on her here, maybe. Let's see if we can find her in this deal. There's... Maybe it's Mary Helen, not Mama, going to see Mama.
Maybe.
Because that don't look like Mama's butt. That looks
That
like Mary
looks like-
Helen's butt.
Yeah, or... I was thinking of the vest. It could have been Margaret's vest. Or
No, it's Mary Helen or Mama. I can tell by the face.
Now this picture we got.
On video already?
No, we just got it to put in the papers. See.
So
Yeah.
tell why y'all have this picture again.
Well, it's because that's Connolly there, with Kennedy and Jackie. So that must be Connolly's wife. That's just a picture they sent to put in the newspaper.
The day he got killed?
Yeah, I think so. Rose and, I guess Rosie may have took copies. Rosie and Eileen and Margaret and I guess Rule. I don't know who all was there, but anyway, they saw President Johnson there when they were dedicating a park or something, you know, right close to Marble Falls. So they actually got to see President Johnson while he was the president.
Oh. And that's Sam and Amber.
Uh-huh.
And this is Aunt and Sam.
Do you have most of the pictures that's videoed over there, or?
Where? Yeah, these have all been done. You can have these. Let me turn this
That's
on.
okay.
Start with one on the left, then Colette.
Okay, and either we're holding Lori and you can't see her, or else Tim's holding Lori. But if we're holding Lori, then Tim's holding Shad. Because that's when Nadine was down here at the church Christmas
And
party.
Shad and Lori looked alike when they were babies.
Yeah.
They were both so dark-haired. And then Mary Helen must be behind Sam, then Rosie, then Lita, then Philip.
And he's holding Travis.
And he's got Travis. And then Margaret and Billy. And I see Nadine.
Yeah.
And then Twyla and Amber. And then Tim. I don't see myself, so I don't think I'm there. So that must be
That may
Lori.
be Lori, I guess.
It's either Lori or Shad, but I don't
And Grandma must have took the picture. And that would have been Christmas 1982, I think. Because Shad and Lori both had their first Christmas 1982, didn't they?
Yeah, because Shad was...
And Nadine was here.
Entree like this identical picture.
Yeah. There was a train
That is-
derailment here in Canadian
Wow.
when I was at twirling camp, so I missed it. I always miss it when something exciting happens.
Look
in
at that
Canada.
derailment.
But they took pictures and showed me.
Gee. And Steven.
I think that's in Colorado.
Wow.
Or Marshall, I don't know. I think Colorado though. Not in
Okay.
Canadian.
And who's this?
Amber.
And that's Amber. And Heather Easter in Colorado. Yeah, you're right. This is Heather Easter in Colorado. And this looks like Twyla and Billy and Amber and Sam.
And look at the leisure suit.
I know. Wow. And this is, again, Heather's first Easter. Aw, look how little she is. And that must be Amber and Billy. And there's another one of Amber. And this must be Sam and Santa Claus.
Yes, she was Santa's helper. I don't remember if it was at church or at the city hall.
And is that Sam or Amber?
It's Sam holding Amber, I think.
Sam holding Amber. And there's Regina and Grandma and Colette. And here's another big picture. See, it looks like everybody's the same as
The
before.
same.
Lucky us, we got two of the same.
We don't look quite the same, but
No, we got two of the same pictures.
I didn't even recognize Lita. I thought she
Do you
was-
want Carl Mabel's son and his
Yeah,
family?
they know Carl.
Okay. It's Carl, Mabel's son, and his family. And there's Amber. And there's Sam.
I think we're getting ready to go to midnight mass.
And Amber doesn't look too happy about it.
She's probably asleep and they probably woke her up.
And got her dressed and fixed up. Ooh, this doesn't look like a very pretty picture. Remember the story behind that one?
I think this might be down at, when we went to see Lita and Philip, there was some kind of a wreck and they stopped and took a picture. That fell off a truck or something. I think,
Here's another not too pretty picture.
no, that's inside Mary Helen's car, I think, when it was wrecked.
Oh.
I got some good ones in my photo album of Mary Helen
Up,
and Bobby.
here's another picture for you.
Rear.
Do you want this or do you already have...
I've been putting them all together.
that
so we
says
can get
Greenie
them
and
on video.
Anche.
Yeah. Amber brought hers over, so now we got to do it all over again so we can get on Amber's
Okay.
in with them.
Do you already have one with
I think we
Anche?
have one with Anche, and I think we had everybody but Amber.
John Cody Hawk Burton, not quite 2 days old, is this.
So we might as well put that out to give to Anche.
Okay. Oh, she'll like that. Oh, and Anche will like this one too. Right here. She will love this picture. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Oops. And there's Grandma with behind the jackass.
Grandma and Jack.
Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. Happy second Dad's Day one. What does that mean?
So that's Lori. It's Father's Day.
Oh, this is her second Father's Day. That's
I think we have
cute.
8mm movies of her and Amber waiting for him to get home.
Oh.
Then it got dark, so I don't think we got him in the movie.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's get look at Rosie. Okay. Looks like Anche on the left, then Sam, Mary Helen trying to take a picture, Tim, Colette. Then on bottom is Lita, Twyla, Amber, Margaret, and Rosie.
And I'm pregnant, so that must have been 81.
1981. Okay, do you want Eva Pawlowski?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Eva Pawlowski, Anne's mother. And we have a bunch of this. Here's another one of
Catholic Church.
these with everybody in it. It's a little bit blurrier.
Or she may have already made us copies for us.
And then here's another one of these. This time Mary Helen's not taking a picture. Sam looks pretty funny. And Kelray's in this one, and Philip's in this one. And it looks like Philip's holding Travis. Okay, and this is in 1963. I'm not sure who these people are.
I remember this. There's Regina, Stephanie, and Stephen.
The
And
little one,
Rosie.
Stephen.
Yeah, I'm in some of them, don't know where. And the circus came to town.
Okay, and who is this?
That's me and Stephanie.
You and Stephanie. Let me pull it down so I can get a close-up of
Stephanie's
Margaret.
on top, and that's Colette. Stephanie pushed me down a bit. She better get down and catch me.
There. She looks like Heather there when Heather was little.
Uh-huh.
Okay, explain this one. What's this?
don't know. It's a city.
Looks like,
It's not Canadian.
I wonder if it's Dallas. Okay, is this amber?
I think so.
I think it is too.
Now I think that does look like Brittany. My friend Margaret didn't think so.
Okay, here's another one like the other one that we couldn't tell who it was. Let's see if we can see this one any better. No, you just can't see who it is. I think it's probably Mary Helen. Oh, I like this one of Grandma and Granddad. Look at this one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a
And
nice
I think I
one.
might have took that one. I took their picture on the way back from Marble Falls when we stopped at a park
Oh, that is such a good picture.
when I was a kid. So
And
no
I
wonder it
like
came out.
this one of them too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Looks like that one. Let's see what else is in the scene. If we can see anything else. Let's see it. And then here is Regina. That's a good one of Regina. Let's see.
Yeah.
Was this her graduation or something?
A senior picture, I think.
And this is who? Colette on the left, then Regina, and then Lita, and then Twyla. And let's see. This is as clear as I can get these in here. And that looks like Granddad on the left. And then I know Regina's on the far right, and I think that's Colette.
I think Twyla's the one bending over.
And then Twyla's bending over, and then
We've
Lita.
seen big pictures of these.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. So
Do you want these little ones in here?
that's why I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think this will be easier to get because the others are too big to fit in there.
Okay, and there's Granddad, Elna Miller. There's Lita running towards us. Looks like Twyla on the right. Looks like she's crying. And then Colette bending over and Regina bending over. And then this looks like Grandma and Othello. See if we can get these any clearer. That looks as clear as we can get those. They're playing Nintendo.
Oh.
That must be, is that Twyla and Lita?
I guess so. Yeah. I guess that's at Dodge City.
That's as clear as that's going to come in.
I found it in one of those other guys with that Jesus.
That who?
Jesus Jimenez, their friend from Mexico. Because one of them has his name with the grandpa on it.
Okay, whose house is this? 302?
I don't know. It might be Margaret's in Woodridge.
Doesn't say. Is that out at Lake Marvin?
I don't imagine with that many sailboats.
That's what I was going to say. It's an awful lot of boats out there for such a little place. Oh, and here is Sam and Amber with Santa Claus. And here's another one with Sam and Amber. Okay, whose grave is this? Can you tell? We can't see it. It's not going to come in clear at all.
That may be the baby's grave. I don't know because we saw it in another picture. We've got tons of cemetery pictures we probably won't put on.
Okay. Do you know who this is?
That's just a parade of you.
Nobody we know in
And I
it.
don't know where.
We're fixing to find out. Gillespie,
Oh, Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg Fair.
So I don't know if that's the parade Nadine was in or not. I don't think so. I think she was in Marble Falls.
You don't want all these 20
Nah. Let me
cemetery
see what they
pictures?
sent. Oh, I know who these is.
Marble Falls Rodeo, July 24th to July 25th.
What?
That's as clear as that's going to come in. Because these originals are real blurry. This is just a postcard. Do you know any?
Oh yeah, that's where we got pictures of it with Lori and Amber and one's dad and Margaret. Anybody else who went there? That's by Del Rio.
Who's that?
That's Grandma Miller again, my Grandma Miller, Mary.
Mary Miller, and that's when she lived with y'all, isn't it?
I guess so.
Okay.
I wasn't born.
Alright.
So,
Name them off.
I have no idea. Rosie and her school friend.
Rosie's the blonde, and we don't know who the rest are.
Second from the end. The pretty one is Rosie, let's put it that way. I don't know who that other blonde is.
Uh-oh. Okay, who are all these people?
Okay. That's the lady I got the nose from.
Okay, which one?
The rocking chair?
Right there. You
Yeah.
look like her.
She is Elna and Helen's Grandma Anderson, I think. All this is in their books.
Okay.
And so, Grandma and Helen must be down here somewhere in their
Let's see.
cousins.
There's probably a cousin.
They'll be in the book will tell who. Now that one may be.
Probably Grandma
That's one
or
of them.
Helen. Let's see.
And that's their cousin, I think. That's a cousin. I think just that little blonde. The rest
Is
is
the
their
only
cousin.
one that would be.
So. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't really know which ones they are. But we've got them marked, I'm sure, in the book. If that's in
Who's
the book.
older, Grandma or Helen?
Grandma.
Then Grandma's probably the little blonde second to the end, I would
Yeah,
guess.
Probably. Unless she's the oldest. I don't know.
Alright, which is which? Does anybody know?
Mary Helen probably does.
Oh. You're probably sick of this picture. I remember growing up with this one. Okay, now who's that? That looks like Margaret.
I think it's
Rosie, I
Yeah,
mean.
it's, well,
Who's the
two
other
of
one?
them though, so.
Is
It
it?
must
Oh,
be
it
the
must be the
twins.
twins. But
In
boy, they
Mexico.
sure look like Rosie when Rosie was little. Look at those. Look at that eyes, Colette. How she's got those eyes. Isn't that scary? Look at that. Seriously, look. Is that not scary? That is scary, like the devil eyes or something. Look, that I think that's Mama. Look at the gap in the
That's what you
teeth.
call bug eyes.
I would say. Green Hill. And I know for a fact this is Nadine. Because there's a gap in the teeth. But boy, she looks like she's got pimples. Look at that.
Yeah, she had pimples and Mary Helen didn't.
Wow, look at that.
She had them bad like me.
And this is Mama too, and she looks like Billy Mike there.
Yeah.
And this looks like Dr. Schneider.
Yeah. The one with the bow tie is our Dr. Schneider that you know, that's still alive, and the
other
other one
one's
is his
related,
dad,
yeah.
E.H. Schneider, and then that's Dr. Morris on the bottom.
Now, Dr. Schneider, Rush Schneider, delivered me and the boys.
Yeah,
Is the older
everybody.
one delivered
He didn't
Mom?
deliver Billy Mike because he was born in Pampa.
Oh, he didn't? What about the one, Dr. Schneider on the right? Did he deliver Mama?
Let's see.
Because Mama
I
said...
think he did. I think he delivered, I think Dr. Morris delivered Rosie because E.H. Schneider was out of town. And then I think he delivered the twins, and I think Margaret and I was delivered by Dr. Schneider, by the young Rushy.
Rush Schneider. Rush.
Little Rushy.
And this is Sterling. See how good I can get this in for the girls. Okay. And this is who, Colette? Is this Bert?
No, that's Elna's father, Willie Anderson.
Willie Anderson. This is the twins again.
There's somebody high school invitation from Nashua in 82.
That's Eddie there. He graduated in 82. Oh, here's Mama with brown hair. Look at this. My gosh, I've never seen her with dark hair.
You didn't see some pictures the other day?
Seen some pictures of it, not this good, not this clear. The ones I seen she had far away with Granddad, but not close up. That must be Bill. Is that Billy? Does she have the dark hair with Billy Mike?
No, that must be Eddie.
It doesn't have a date on it, so I wonder who that is. Okay, start naming.
Okay, that's some of the people that I think brought us some of those Miller pictures or else gave us that information we found.
Really?
Anyway, Mary Helen, and so those are some of Othello's cousins. I think that's, well, they always say Frank and Pearl and Wally, but I think Frank's the tall one by Margaret. But also Roll was in some pictures, and Roll and Wally look alike to me, so I don't know.
And there's Granddad kneeling down.
And it looks like
There's
Rose there.
Margaret. Or is that Margaret or you, Colette?
Yeah, it's Margaret. I was real little when they had the pictures, about 2 years old or one. Because I've seen other pictures with me.
Oh, here's a picture of Bill. Look at that cow. Or bull, I guess you call
It's a
it.
Bremer bull.
Wow. Do you ever remember the rodeo?
Yeah. I would always watch for these kind of bulls to see if that's what he was getting to ride.
Was he really as good as they say?
I guess so.
You
I
don't
was a
remember?
child, but I think, is this, one of these is taken in Madison Square Garden.
Madison.
Maybe this one.
Madison
He was supposed to I think he got second place in bull riding in Madison Square Garden, so that's pretty good.
Wow. That's Mary Helen and Sterling.
I doubt that we'll want copies of a whole lot of these since we've seen them. I think that's Aunt Jay. You know, she's always working.
Yeah, that looks like Aunt Jay to me, too. Okay, and then this is Granddad, and who is with Granddad? Can you tell? Is that anybody we know?
I don't know. Might be one of the twins. See, those aprons didn't change at all. And the printer in Pampa still wears the same kind.
Wow. And then this looks like Sambo. Get a close up of her.
Must be one of our school pictures.
I don't know. Let's see if we can get this in any
When we
clearer.
run out of pictures, we can look up our pictures in the AIM and put in.
Right. Okay.
We
Now,
want one.
who is all these people? It looks like Rosie on the left, Granddad in the back, Grandma and the twins.
Yeah.
Okay. And that looks like another one, just like the other one. And it looks like it's at some kind of a Capitol building or something. Where do you think that's at?
I think it's in Mexico.
Mexico?
Maybe. The twins are big enough.
Okay, which one do you think this is?
I don't know. Mary Helen, I guess.
That's what I
Check and
thought
see if
too.
there's acne.
But by the teeth, I think it's Mary Helen. Okay, and there's Granddad. And here's another one of the two Snyders. Rush on the left, and what did you call him, W?
E.H.
E.H.
And his children are doctors.
Yeah, they're up in Amarillo, aren't they?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Okay, and then you think this is Laureen?
I think so. She was like Danielle, she never went home. Seldom.
Yep, the other one was Mary Helen because here's Mama with the acne. Poor Mama. Look at that.
Of all the things we had to get.
Oh,
I'm afraid Lori's getting the same way.
I never had it growing up. There's Mary Helen again with none. Look at that. Have to say here, Mary Helen is prettier than my mom. Sorry, Mom. And then here's Mary Helen again. Okay, now let's decipher, Colette.
Oh, that's my birthday party because I got that whirligig thing for my birthday.
And you remember that?
Sure, I was big. That's
Uh-huh.
Stephen pushing somebody. And those are Tuckness's kids.
Uh-huh.
And Leanne Tips. I don't see anybody in our family except whoever's in the wagon and Stephen.
Okay, now. Rosemarie, this says. Who is this? Can you tell?
Stephen and Lita, I guess. Stephen's fixing to crack his head open. Looks like he's fixing to fall down the steps.
It does. Okay, who's this?
That's Mary Miller, and I don't know if that's Rosie, I guess, that she told me.
This is Sam. Any relation to us?
Yes, the one is Bert Miller, I think, over on
the right?
The almost white horse, and I don't know who the other guy is.
Here's a picture of Granddad drinking something. We
Let's
can't.
see, we did this about. Well, it'll be Tab, probably. Used to drink Tab or Potomac, and they don't even make those. They were Cokes.
Oh, I
Diet Coke.
love this picture of Granddad.
So this, yes, and thank you.
Oh. And that says February of 1959. I know it's Mary Helen, and Mama's on the right, Mary Helen's on the left. Is that Bill?
Yeah.
All right, I've never seen these before. Okay. Ah! What?
I don't know.
Spider?
It says rattlesnake eggs.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
don't know what is in there.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Then there's Granddad. I wish we could see his face better. It's kind of dark in this picture. Is there any way to lighten this up? Guess not. Okay, is this Bill and Granddaddy?
Yeah. This box started out to be negative.
Is this Bill and Granddaddy?
Yeah.
And is that Mary Helen or Mama?
I think that's Mary Helen.
I do
Dad's
too.
wearing Mary Helen's earrings, and she's... Rose. Nadine. Margaret. Rosemary. The twins. From Isaac's school, 46-47. So that's the year Rosie was in Baker School. Elna. Says 1 day service on roll film. Looks like a picture of Anita in the window. Cloyd. Maybe Lorraine. Lots of pictures. Rosemary. Rosemary. Sitting by Rosemary. Ramona. It's pretty dark. This is 1957, so I'm guessing this is Ernie. Margaret. Rose. Up. None of those buildings there except to the very back in the corner of Trueblood's. Back there, still there. think that's Mary Helen. And there's somebody up at the top. One of our kids. Much older than me, but Mary Helen or Nadine in Mexico. I think we saw all these on slides. But check in them days, this is just a sample. You had to have the enlarger and take a picture of it. People brought in, there wasn't no copy machine. It's Rose. She just don't want to hear it. Oops, her can showing.
Bella. I wonder how old he was. It doesn't
I
say.
think they usually said it was 3 months old on most of them.
Oh. That's Elna Miller, Granddad Miller. Look at them eyes, Colette. Oh, and that lips.
There's Amber when she was in preschool.
It's Regina and Greg Norton. Sam. It doesn't have a date on it. And this is Regina. Oh, here's somebody.
Is somebody going here?
I don't know. It must be them in the bathroom. And there's Regina. No. She lied.
There's a car across the street.
And there's Amber. Elna Miller and Pretty Colette. Get a close up of Colette.
And I think that was Easter.
It's Colette. Here's Nadine. There's Margaret. And there's Mary Helen. And there's Rosemary. And down should be Grandma. Oh, there's part of Grandma. Not all.
But I think in the book everybody's.
You got. That means
Oh,
there's
somewhere
another
there's a
picture
picture of it.
somewhere.
Anybody cut off.
There's the 2 best right there. The 3 best. Let's just cut everybody else off. Only joking.
I think that's Mary Helen's house. I know it is, but house that burned. She made that panel.
Saw 'em
This is
before.
good, but it's all wrinkled up.
There's Anche Scarborough, 1986 graduation.
Whew, these are dirty.
Ed, I wonder what year you were in, Colette, here.
I don't know. In the front room, I've got all my year in order. Figured it out, but I don't. Gina and Granddad. Well,
And Colette.
Stephanie and Colette in the water, and Regina's standing up by Granddad.
Look at that face on you, Colette. Can
We
you
had
see
a bunch
it?
of pictures taken that day because I've seen several.
Yeah, I know it. I got a whole stack here. There's
And
Regina.
I think I already sent Stephanie one.
Those are good.
Yeah, these do look more. I'm going to have to look up that phone crash now.
Find out who was in it.
They were just taking pictures for the paper. Alonzo's standing there, so he might.
Is that you, Colette and Stephanie,
Yeah.
inside that boat? I see I'm zooming in so we can see who's in that boat. I think that's as clear as it's going to get. She's so silly.
This should go in with Betty Boo.
Where?
Where she's playing Mary in the play. Christmas play.
Oh.
Oh, Lord, you know that. That's not in that picture.
Who's this, I wonder? There's Granddad. I wonder if that's you.
Margaret.
Let's see if we can zoom in on
We
this.
saw another one of that. We thought the baby was Billy Mike.
See if I can put it. Both of you drinking, whoever it is, drinking coffee or something.
Pictures alike here. I saw it says just standing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's one there.
There you are. So you think that's Margaret right there? I bet it is. And then that must be Granddad.
I
This is
remember how
Anche.
I'm old.
Well, really, you helped raise her.
I lived here.
This is Grandma. Sam. That's a good picture of Sam.
Caitlin.
Megan.
Which one are you
Looks
talking about?
Megan.
Megan?
I've never seen Caitlin.
She looks a little bit more like Alice, I think, than Megan.
This is Stephanie, and she looks just like Megan. Stanley's little girl. Look at him.
I just never seen. Oh yeah, I think we were camping. We just got up out of the CS ranch when we had it leased. She's wide awake.
Or is that
It
Colette?
must be Rosie if it's
Rosie?
Daddy's so skinny and wearing a vest. Or it might be one of them.
It doesn't look. It's too pretty to be one of the twins. At that time, well, they weren't near. Their hair wasn't near that pretty.
But we missed out on all that airplane and stuff like that.
You did? He was already.
We were too young. We weren't even born. They were too old.
Well, was this one of Granddad's planes? The twin?
I don't know. Which one was his? I think his was the yellow one I get. But I know that the yellow one wasn't his. I don't know. We have to ask them.
Scenery pictures that she took. And put it in the fair. That's Colette, or Regina's bird. Charlie, when she lived in Amarillo in the apartment complex. And this is Regina. Ooh, look at this one, Colette. I think that's a major problem there.
Yeah, I think that's down at Rockport at Corpus Christi when we were visiting Lita and Philip.
Wow. This looks like another derailment.
We are making headway.
Look at this derailment. You can barely see it on here.
Yeah, I guess that's...
And I can't tell if this is a derailment or exactly what's going on here. It's hard to tell. Oh good, they have a bunch of pictures of this one. There's lots of pictures of this picture too.
We took these 3 Dr. Snyder's out.
Yes.
2 Dr. Snyder's.
Yeah.
I can all get pictures. And of course I have pictures of them. But it makes us feel better to look at his picture when we're sick.
Oh, look at this. There's Margaret. Look at Billy. He looks like Wolfman Jack. That's Wolfman Billy and his sidekick, Margaret. And we don't know who these people are. Now, I've showed you this picture before, but here's Twyla again.
The one you love, her hair.
Do you like her?
So you'll just show it again.
Pretty, yeah. So I have to show it again, and I don't know what this kind of picture is for. It's some kind of a scenery picture. And this is another one of those Johnson. Is that what it was?
Yeah. President Johnson.
No, that's not President Johnson.
I think it is.
Is that him?
His head's sticking out. I think that's him. We're using the tiny black and white TV now, so we can't tell us yet.
Really? Okay, and let's see if we can figure out what kid is in here now. Did you say Amber?
Yeah. She's
That
over on the
Amber
other
on the-
end. I think that's Kathleen Shook. Lots of kids. They'll recognize them all.
Oh yeah, I recognize Kathleen.
That's Amber on the
Oh, there she is.
There's Miss Snyder. Dr. Snyder's wife that
Yeah.
started, Rachel Snyder started the Little House.
It's
That's what they call it now,
Snyder.
Rachel's Little House. They named it after her. They named the hall Stanley Hall after Father Stanley.
There's Amber right there. And I don't know, y'all may recognize some other kids, so I'll just go down the deal, because I'm sure you know them all. Especially Margaret, since she worked there. This may be something that she would like. It's a little bit blurry. There. You would think Anche would be in here.
Well, Amber, Sam and Anche, not Amber. Amber's younger.
Oh, who was Amber with? Nobody. Amber was alone, or wasn't she? There was no cousins Amber's age. A girl that Grandma Miller, Elna Miller, and Colette sponsored.
You know, one of those things where you send money, whatever. And she writes a letter.
Yeah.
I don't know why she didn't like her pictures. They're so cute. I don't
She
see
looks
anything
just
wrong
like
with
Marcus. Marcus does look just like her. Oh, I think she's pretty.
Yeah, he didn't last long.
Now you're being taped.
Oh, well, they know he didn't last.
Exactly what it is again.
Oh, well, I know exactly, but it's the war trucks coming through Canadian. That's Rosemary down on the corner. And back when they had to have ration books because of the war, they could to buy their groceries with and stuff. And each kid had their own ration book. Rosie and Mary Helen and Nadine and the parents, everybody had to have one. We still have some of them.
That's as clear as that's going to come on Rosie. But that's Rosemary. Ray Bentley. Where was he at when they went?
Oh, I'll have to ask Rosie. They were in that, well, they went to Kwajalein and in a wheat cock or something I can't pronounce.
Drove the house.
That was tore down, I believe, in 1981. Because I was pregnant. Lori was born in 82.
And I was,
You were
just
pregnant.
moved here.
Shadow.
Yeah, I was.
Lori's been in the house, but she was still unborn.
Yeah.
So she don't remember it. We had to spend the night in there because while I was pregnant, my house got gassed and stuff.
Oh
Gas
no. I
That's what she
vaguely remember that. I remember that here in the lake. There's Rule, and is that Granddad's mom, Mary?
Yeah.
So that's Mary Miller and Rule Miller.
See, you'll know who they are by the time you get done.
Really? And then who's this? Is that Bert?
No, that's her second husband, Arthur Barnett.
Arthur Barnett. Okay.
Same pictures, though.
He just
Yeah.
doesn't look anything like Granddad to me. Who's this?
That's Father Stanley when he was younger.
Oh, Father Stanley in his younger days. Mary Helen or Mama? Can you tell? Doesn't have the slit between the teeth, but did she at this
I
time?
think that was just her baby teeth. I think it's Mary Helen anyway. Everybody will voice over probably their own who they think everybody is.
Really?
That's Linda. It
Oh.
doesn't say, does it?
I was looking for that. She is pretty there. Okay, here's you some more. Start talking.
Okay, I think that's Bill in the corner behind Margaret.
Okay.
And there, I'm handing something to Dad, it looks like. And Stephanie's behind Dad. I think that's Billy, Mike, Lita, Granny, and Nadine on the hill. I'm not sure because there's two kids.
Granny Anderson?
Yeah. But yeah, that could be Stephen.
Probably if Bill is there, though.
In black and white screen here, it looks like blonde hair. It looks more like Billy Mike to me.
I think it's Billy Mike since Bill is there.
Yeah, that's right.
And you don't think that's me, do you?
I don't know.
With the dark hair? Because did I have dark hair?
And then it looks like Regina's in there and we couldn't see her because she blended her head blends with the tree, but
I
there's
know,
another arm.
can't see.
Good of Granny.
It is. See if we can get Granny in close.
Yeah, that's Bill.
And
Fallon Rule.
Ellen Rule.
Fallow is Granddad. You said a Fallon.
Oh, yeah. You know what I meant. Y'all knew what I meant. I'm a terrible taper. Ooh, I like this picture too. Aunt Arlene and Uncle Rule. Aunt Arlene was a classy lady looking, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's still
Classy. This is 1958. I wonder who was born in 1958 that would be down there giving CPR to their doll.
I don't know. Probably Stephanie. Probably somebody who was born in 57 and growed a little.
Yeah.
I know Stephanie ate a June bug one time.
Hey, there's my mom and Mary.
It was crunchy.
Gross. I imagine it was. Here's another picture like the other one of Uncle Roy. That makes two like that. We sure do have a lot of pictures of Uncle Roy in his uniform.
Oh, we did this one because I wrote on it. We're doing these over.
Don't remember doing any of these unless you did them and I didn't know about it.
I just wrote about Mr. Harris.
Well, I know none of these.
Give away, no relatives. This was in the paper. Give that away, no relatives. But it's an interesting picture.
There's Rosemary.
This lady comes in the donut shop every morning. I can give that to her.
Who is it?
Marianne Smith. Somebody else.
See, Uncle Rule and did they both have the same mom and dad?
Yes.
Look, they're so much different.
One probably takes after the Millers, one probably takes after the Altas. But sometimes
Billy
they
is
do
going to
look alike.
love this picture.
He sounds like they have the same voice. Almost, it seems like.
Oh, this is Billy Mike and Nadine on a horse, and Billy's going to love it.
They'll love it, but I think it's Stephanie.
Oh, you don't think that's Billy?
I don't think so.
You're kidding,
Does
it's
it
got
say
jeans
anything
on.
it? I know,
Look at you, Billy. It's really Mama and Stephanie. So Billy wasn't even born yet.
No, she's too young.
Look how pretty and skinny she looks, just like Anche. Especially now that
Played the organ at church on the left. That may be Mrs. Rich Brown from church on the other side, but I'm not sure because she moved away when I was little.
Okay.
That's Granny's car. We had that on the sliders.
Yeah, but not that good of a picture to me.
No, that's a fellow's car when it went underwater and he swam out.
This probably won't show up at all. Oh, it does. I'm surprised. It's so light. Okay, start your talking.
This is the one I need to ask him which is which. I think Frank's the tall one in the middle of the back, and then the two older people, I guess, is either Wally and his wife or Roll and his wife. But let's see, there's the twins and Rosemarie. On the left, Rosie's got both those sunglasses.
Okay.
Stephanie's down in front. Over on the right, Elna's holding me and Margaret's in front of us. So I was probably 2 or 3 last. I don't know if it's not the last time Frank came, but it may be the last time the older ones came. I'm not sure.
Okay, who was on this ship? Anybody we know?
I'm guessing it might be Alonzo, but I don't know for sure.
Now, did you want this taped?
There was a book around here. Maybe it goes in.
Did you want this taped?
Did I give it to you?
But that's okay. And I wonder who this is.
Cute.
Oh, she is so cute. Who could that be?
Oh, it's so cute.
Must be
I didn't know it
Colette.
at the time.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I thought it was ugly.
Nah. Steven.
Boy, I was wrong.
You was. Now, I know for a fact this is my mom. I can see it in her eyes. That's my mom, Nadine. And there's Lita. And there's another Steven. And there's Anche. Huh?
Here's something she's cut out. What to do about the hiccups. We might need that someday.
Look at this picture. Colette. Look at that. They just marked something on it.
Is there a mark on it?
Yeah.
Well, how dare them.
It's like what's that guy on TV? Manson.
Ooh, who marked that?
It looks like a cross. Let's look at this side. Ah, there's another one.
Oh, good.
We didn't.
Fine if you don't go to. Go in on that one. See if they marked those dots there by my face was broken. They put them dots on me too. There's no pimples in that picture. I didn't need any help, did I?
I think some. Yeah, it's Marcus holding a football. She was already
getting. No hair.
She was getting him prepped early. Oh, good.
Yeah, here's the one where you got that negative for. So where's that big fat negative we put it
Oh,
together?
good. I can't tell who this is.
It's me or Twyla.
Oh, it is?
It's hard to tell when we hand things down.
Why, yourself. Look at that grin.
Now that's the way you gotta remember him.
Is that the way you remember him? I wish I knew him.
Or on the riding in the rodeo.
Look at those side dimple lines that he's got in his face. And Billy Mike's got this saddle. He took it last time he was here. Uncle Gene gave it to him. So Bill.
Because of that. I remember talking about that.
The tongue.
If you can get close up on his face, I don't know. But this is a black and white picture, but
I'll get you one in color.
the color one is really interesting.
And you've seen it in color before? There's probably a picture
but I'm not
somewhere.
Sure if I ever not, but that just wasn't quite as easy as it looked, I guess.
It's as clear as I can get it.
Yeah, you can see some.
Funny.
Yeah, that's good. Bill Purcell.
Bill Purcell. Did Granddaddy take these pictures?
I don't know if he took all of them, but he probably did. Those kids, but they're much older now. So don't ask me to remember their names.
Okay. That's a real good picture of her. I had the other land, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know who she's with.
Travis and Marcus. Yeah,
Okay.
they got some good pictures that day.
Okay, and who is this?
And that is, I think it says in the back, Ernie's daughter at her wedding.
Rebecca and Les Burke.
Yeah,
Is that?
Rebecca's one of Ernie's daughters.
Okay, well here is.
There they are at the wedding. Buster and Hoden Johnny. Kathy and Mariah and Casey's in the white shirt, and then on the other end's Helen and Fred Dugan. And then they are at the wedding.
Oh, okay, this
Mary
is like our
Helen.
side.
See, Mary Helen and Amber standing in front of Mary Helen. There's Elna. And on the other side of the groom is Margaret. And those two must be some more of that I don't recognize grown up. Some of her family or his. And then Margaret. Billy, yeah. Billy on the end.
And then here's Amber. Oh, I like this one. What did you see this one? Look at that one.
That's her kindergarten.
Look at those pigtails.
Yeah, and they're longer than that. We had to roll them up, double them up under that thing. Her hair got really long in kindergarten.
No, we've got that one already. And this is Heather.
It got so long it was bothering her.
And that's when she was...
Heather had really long hair too.
Oh, she did?
Heather looked like Wendy on Casper and Wendy, Casper the Friendly Ghost.
You're kidding.
Her hair just overpowered her body.
Wow. And here's another one of Granddad. And then here is Helen and Grandma. And there's some of a party or here's Grandma.
That's another church Christmas party. There's Mom sitting by Aurelia. Johnny. Aurelia just died right before
I heard.
Grandma.
And then I see Margaret and
Yeah, Margaret.
and Amber back there.
And there's Father Stanley and Evelyn's head. You can see her hair sticking up over Father Stanley. Even the other churches were noticing it and telling them, man, your church is saying
Wow, that's kind of scary when other people are noticing it's just our church. It's as close as I can get it. Can't tell who's in there. There's another one. Like the other one. We got lots of this one too.
These will be pretty, but I can leave
Yes.
if we ever get them all gathered up again.
To make, what are you going to
Miss
make?
Grandma had passed us out a bunch of that stuff.
What was it?
You know, she collected these little cards,
Uh-huh.
and she already passed us out a bunch of them.
And what do you make out of it?
Wouldn't that be pretty? You might put them on tape.
Oh yeah, make just a one tape of them.
A lot of this stuff comes from the flea market in New Hampshire.
She loved that. Okay, this looks like,
All this.
I can't tell, but I'm sure that's either Mama or Mary Helen or both of them, and maybe you.
Yeah, I think that's...
It's hard to see. Can't get them very close up.
Now that, is that Dad or Bill?
I can't tell.
Not for sure. It's sort of sitting like Dad, but it's also sort of sitting like,
Like
Bill.
Bill?
On the boat.
Yep, I bet it's Granddad because this is...
Not for sure. It's sort of sitting like Dad, it's also sort of sitting like,
Like
Bill
Bill?
on the boat.
Yep, I bet it's Granddad because this is Granddad. Okay, now is this the old depot right here?
That's on a postcard, so I don't think that's Canadian. That's an old postcard picture. I can't, it might be our depot.
Who is that?
Don't think
Do you
so.
know?
Well, it's rural, and I don't know who.
I know you can't
At the
tell.
lake. Yep, salmon entree.
That's salmon entree? Okay, and who is this again?
Carol Ann Wilson. It was Carol Ann Carr, Evelyn's daughter. She gave me a baby shower.
And that's you or Margaret?
And Margaret.
Oh.
At the church hall doing some kind of singing or something. They used to really, our church hall used to have lots of programs and stuff. They don't do too much now.
And this says it's from Granddad's collection.
Did it say it was Woodward?
Mm-hmm. It says Woodward, Oklahoma. It's the old Woodward, Oklahoma. Back when. And this next one I'm going to read is on a Wednesday, and it's from Holdridge, Nebraska, February 6th, 1947. And it says, "Hello, I addressed this card a long time ago, so guess I had better finally mail it. We are both well, and the weather has warmed up quite a bit. Take care of yourselves. Eileen says hello. Mrs. A.R. Barnett, Woodward, Oklahoma." And that's just a scenery picture, it looks like. I don't see any people in it. And I don't know who all these people are. I think